Elephant's story, the gentle giant. Deep in the sprawling jungles of Africa, there lived a magnificent elephant named Duma. Towering above the trees, with tusks as white as ivory and a gait that made the ground tremble, Duma was the largest elephant in his herd. His massive size and strength were awe-inspiring, but what truly set him apart was his heart. Duma was gentle, compassionate, and wise beyond his years. His very presence exuded calm, and all the animals of the jungle knew they could rely on him in times of need. The jungle thrived under the golden rays of the sun, but as the seasons changed, a fierce dry spell swept across the land. Rivers shrank, water holes disappeared, and the once vibrant jungle began to wither. The animals, big and small, struggled to find water. For the smaller creatures, the birds, the monkeys, and the tiny rodents, survival became an uphill battle. As days turned into weeks, their thirst grew unbearable, and despair settled over the jungle like a heavy cloud. Duma watched silently from the edge of a dried-up watering hole. His heart ached as he saw the once lively creatures grow weaker, their movements sluggish and their eyes filled with desperation. He knew he had to do something. His memory, vast like the jungle itself, reminded him of a hidden water source, a secluded oasis tucked deep within the heart of the forest. It was a place only the elders of his herd knew about, a sanctuary untouched by the dry season. But the journey to this hidden pond was fraught with danger, narrow paths, dense undergrowth, and lurking predators awaited along the way. Duma, with his unwavering sense of responsibility, decided to lead the animals to safety. He gathered the jungle's residents and announced his plan. The smaller creatures hesitated, fearful of the unknown dangers, but Duma's steady voice and reassuring demeanor gave them hope. "Trust me," he said, his deep rumbling voice carrying across the clearing. "We will find water, and together, we will survive." The journey began at dawn. Duma took the lead, his massive frame clearing the way. His tusks tore through thorny bushes, his powerful legs crushed fallen logs, and his wide ears flapped to signal the path forward. The smaller animals followed closely, hiding in the shadow of their gentle giant. Whenever danger arose, a prowling leopard or the rustle of unseen predators, Duma stood firm, his sheer size deterring any threats. His strength was their shield, and his courage became their guide. The sun blazed overhead, and the journey grew arduous. The little ones stumbled, their tiny bodies weary from the relentless heat. Sensing their exhaustion, Duma would pause, allowing the weakest to climb onto his broad back. Birds perched on his tusks, monkeys clung to his tail, and even a few timid rabbits nestled between his massive shoulders. Duma carried them without complaint, each step a testament to his unyielding resolve. After hours of trekking through the unforgiving terrain, the air around them began to change. The dryness gave way to a cool breeze, and the faint sound of trickling water reached their ears. Hope surged through the group as Duma quickened his pace, his mighty feet thundering across the ground. Finally, they reached their destination, a hidden oasis, untouched by the drought. A small but crystal-clear pond lay before them, surrounded by lush greenery. It was as if they had stepped into another world. The animals erupted in joy. The monkeys swung from the trees, splashing into the cool water. The birds chirped melodiously as they dipped their beaks, and the smaller creatures drank deeply, their parched throats finally quenched. Duma stood at the edge of the pond, watching the scene with quiet satisfaction. He didn't drink until every creature had their fill, his heart swelling with pride and relief. Word of Duma's bravery spread far and wide. The animals of the jungle hailed him as their savior, a gentle giant whose strength was matched only by his compassion. But Duma remained humble. He didn't seek praise or recognition. To him, protecting his home and its inhabitants was simply the right thing to do. From that day forward, the story of Duma's heroic journey was passed down through generations. He became a symbol of kindness, strength, and selflessness. The smaller creatures often visited the oasis, not just to drink, but to honor the memory of the elephant who had saved them. Duma's tale reminded them that true greatness lies not in physical power alone, but in the love and care one shows to others. Even as years went by, Duma's legacy endured. His story was etched into the very fabric of the jungle, a timeless lesson for all, that even the strongest beings are at their greatest when they use their power to protect and uplift those who cannot protect themselves. Duma, the gentle giant, had shown that true strength comes not from the body,